Hey guys, Scary Stories here. I hope you're doing well tonight. I have a few stories for you. These ones are about a little bit of stalking, a little bit of photos being found. Before we get into them though, I just want to say, sorry if you can hear the chainsaw going. And that guy's back using his chainsaw next door. But I have a busy weekend coming up, so this is really the only time I can record. I hope you don't mind. If you've been liking the videos, maybe consider liking this one. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. It's my birthday coming up, and that'd be the best gift you could give me. It's free. It's easy. Don't subscribe if you don't like the videos, but if you do, I'd really appreciate it. With that out of the way, let's get into the stories. I hope you enjoy. So this one's just called Photos of Us. A little background first. I met my girlfriend about 7 months ago while I was in my first year of college, and she was in her last year of high school. She's originally from China and moved to the country I live in about 3 years ago for school. Right now, she's back in China for a few months to visit her friends and family before she starts college. Today, I got off work and noticed that my girlfriend had sent me a bunch of messages on QQ, a Chinese social network. And this was strange to me as she had gone to bed around 9 a.m. my time and told me that she'd be up around 4 p.m. my time. When I checked the messages though, it said that she sent a ton of them around 1 p.m. Normally she wouldn't do something like this, so I knew something strange was up. I opened my phone thinking she likely had a bad dream or something, but nothing prepared me for what I was about to see. She messaged me in a very distressed and confused tone, saying that I should look on this Chinese forum because this anonymous guy sent her there, and that there was tons of photos of us on there. At first I thought she meant just photos taken off QQ that she had posted already, since we did have people steal photos of us before from there. I opened up the link she sent me though, and suddenly I felt my whole body freeze up because of what I saw. Photos of us, hundreds of them, taken by someone else. And the first few photos looked like someone had just taken them from behind us when we were walking around town. The more I scrolled, the creepier it got. Photos of us at the park, on the bus, at the movie theater, pretty much every single public place I'd ever been with her. I was completely creeped out at this point. This person seemed to have taken photos of us of everywhere we ever went on a date. But it got worse. I scrolled a little more and found photos just of me using a stall in a public washroom. It looked like they had taken it by putting their camera over the wall of the stall beside me. Then there was the exact same photos of my girlfriend. I felt sick to my stomach looking at these. But then I saw the worst photos of them all. Photos of us in my room hanging out, sleeping together and, well, being intimate. My room was on the 5th floor of the residence at the college I was attending. And there were no buildings in front of it. I normally kept my blinds open all the time because I liked the sunlight and I didn't fear anybody looking in. And they looked like they were taken at a similar height that my room was at. The only way I feel like they could have taken these photos without some sort of ridiculous helicopter was if their camera had incredible zoom on it. I mean, maybe a drone, but those things are pretty noisy, aren't they? I feel like we would have heard it. I usually keep my windows open. I asked my girlfriend if she'd ever noticed somebody stalking us, but she said no. I have no idea how we never noticed somebody that was just stalking us everywhere. It seems like only one person did this though, since the photos of me and my girlfriend individually never seem to occur during the same time. I am currently trying to contact the authorities about this, but I'm not sure how much they could help us, or even if they can find out who stalked us. But if I do find anything out, I'll make sure I post an update about it here. Update. I was able to get in contact with the authorities of the city I was living in at the time. I sent them multiple screenshots of the forum post with the photos. The police said that they would do their best to look into it. I also left messages at a few of the places that would have had CCTV that me and my girlfriend were at, but so far I've not gotten anything back. So, that's intense. I have one more for you, and this one will be a little bit more lighthearted so that we don't end the video on such a horrifying note. It's more of an extremely weird situation to be in. Anyways, this next one's called Today Was a Bad Day. So today, I had a pretty bad day. Two women who were quite rude to me stayed way past closing where I work, so I missed my bus. My home is a few miles walk from my work, which I can normally do pretty easily, but not when it's 90 degrees out. So, I tried to walk to the bus station, and I just ended up getting there as my bus home was leaving. I ran after it, only to fall on the pavement. I managed to skin both of my knees and scrape up my arm pretty bad in the fall. The next bus wouldn't come for another half hour, and I was upset and tired. I know it's childish, but I cried. I called a friend who lives nearby and has a car, but she didn't answer. I didn't want to make the walk home bleeding and sobbing, so I just sat on one of the benches and cried. This is a pretty bad day. People ignored me, which I expected, except for one man. He was sitting a little bit away from me. He was maybe in his mid-50s and was just staring at me with a huge grin. I tried to ignore him since I've had my fair share of creeps at the bus stations. Unfortunately, there was a period where no buses were in the station, meaning no one was at the station. It was just me and him, and I was still crying at that point. He decided to take out his phone and, without even hiding it, start taking photos of me sobbing with my knees both bloody messes. I'm horrible with scary situations, so I froze up and tried to act like he didn't exist. A bus came by a few minutes later and he put his phone away. He got up, winked at me, and got on the bus. I feel gross and freaked out. There's an update to this one as well. Thank you all so much for the kind words. I was able to get home safely, and I took care of my arm and knees, and then just took a long nap. Well, there's that chainsaw. I hope it was a good long nap. It sounds like it was well deserved. I'm pretty thankful I've never had an old man take photos of me at a bus stop before. Or I guess if I have, at least they were a little bit more subtle about it. Bus stops always kind of freak me out a little bit, so I usually try and be a little bit more incognito. Incognito? I always try and have my shields up, Put my music in, get a book, or a phone. I don't know how to read yet, so I probably have my phone out. And just, don't cry. That's a big one. You don't want to cry. You'll definitely draw attention to yourself that way. And you should be good. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even boss, so yeah. Moving on. I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you're taking care of yourself. If you like what you heard, maybe share the video around or just give it a like. Like I said, it's my birthday coming up, so it'd be super sick if you maybe just said hi in the comments. Give the algorithm a little tickle. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.